Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we will present a base station mounted on the terrace of an apartment building. Before choosing the location, studies were made of potential customers, potential home users, and the interconnection of the site with other nearby sites to form a network. Tall buildings with a dominant position will be chosen, preferably in the middle of the area of interest to provide the widest possible coverage. In our case, we will mount WiMAX equipment for home users as well as radio links for business customers, and we will also mount a microwave, which is the link antenna between sites. It is important to note that the metal cabinet has the role of protecting indoor equipment, providing power to the equipment and supporting them in case of power failure from batteries. The first step is to mount rubber protective mats for the bituminous cardboard of the terrace, over which we will assemble concrete tiles to support the weight of the cabinet and the metal structure. These have the role of supporting the weight of the equipment to be installed. The metal structure will be wind braced in at least 3 points, on which we will mount offsets for installing the RF radio frequency antennas, which will be placed at the maximum height of the structure. To avoid any danger, they will have lightning rods and will be grounded separately from the building structure. We will place the radios, as low as possible, on the pipe so that the center of gravity is optimal. Between the RFs and the radios, later, depending on the needs, other equipment necessary for the site can be installed, microwaves for links with other sites or point-to-point equipment for customers who want a guaranteed bandwidth. We will install an Alvarian Breeze Access VL Outdoor Access Unit 20-pack 5.4 GHz radio equipment. Outdoor cabinets are used to contain the radio unit, maximum support 6 RRUs. The battery case supports maximum 2x150 Ah battery BS 8900. Single rack supports up to 60 GSM TRXS or 30 UMTS CSS. We place 3 sector antennas to obtain 360-degree coverage. We will attach them to the offset and each antenna will be connected by jumpers to the corresponding RRU. The GPS antenna is necessary for locating the site and for the protocols that the site communicates to other sites in the vicinity and to connect more quickly to the nearest site. The microwave links the sites together, having a guaranteed bandwidth, and the frequencies in which they operate, as well as the antenna diameters, are chosen depending on the distance. We will position the microwave antenna on the metal structure in places where it does not sway too much, so that the link between the point-to-point antennas is maximum and is not influenced by bad weather. Let's go back briefly to the Alvarian equipment that we installed earlier. This is an AU with a corresponding SU home user that we presented in the first video of this series. Unlike microwaves, AUs can have multiple customers in the same direction, but with smaller capacities than microwaves. Okay. The last step is the local configuration of the equipment, according to the work order, and their integration into the network, carried out remotely by the networking engineers. In conclusion, this is how a base station is installed on civil or industrial constructions.